Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Pat. We're back with our next video. I know it's been a while, but we're going to get back into this. So what I'm seeing today on Solana, we have a reaccumulation range set up here. Now you see on the diagram, preliminary supply, the buy climax, the automatic rally, secondary test, sign of weakness, up thrust, spring, test, and last point of support. So we're following along perfectly here so far. Now, our next move here is going to be up here to take out the range highs. Something like this, just like this over here. Now, I'm going to tell you why these are the targets up here. Now, first of all, I'm going to tell you why I think this is bottomed out now. We had our 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and then this ABC correction came down and took out the wave 4 low just like it was supposed to. So now from here, we can continue and put another 5-wave structure in. If we look at the bigger picture here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 5 puts us up here. Now these targets up here, it's wave 1 plus 3, and that gives you the wave 5 target, which also agrees with the macro reaccumulation that says we need to take out these range highs up here at 295. So what do we want to look at next? I want to go into liquidity so we can get an idea of where the market might head to next. So what I see here on the weekly for Solana liquidity, the long liquidity ends down here right around 168, which means that would be a good place to start stacking positions. Now that's assuming you haven't already started to do so. Now on the daily, the liquidity heads down and it's in the 178 range is where you would want to see a reversal from if we were going to go back down there. The next thing I like to take a look at over here is the liquidation max pain prices. And I like to zoom it out so it's on a larger time frame. So let's take a look at the 1 week. I see long max pain is around 180. So that comes in confluence with the liquidation levels that we were looking at on the map. And these are for Bitcoin and Ethereum as well, if you're interested in that, 3692 and 104,398. Now, when I'm over here looking at the liquidation heat map, basically what I'm seeing is there's very little below us that needs to get taken out. And it's in confluence with the liquidation levels on the map as well. So like 172 here, down to like 168, 169. Most of it is above us right now. So that's what I'm expecting, is that we're going to be heading back up here shortly. I got Milo over here making a guest appearance. Oh, there he goes. Anyway, let's get back into this. So let's zoom in. We're going to look at the 4-hour here. One of the places I'm looking at is down here at 168. I like that level. And we have a couple fair value gaps that we need to be aware of overhead. We have these 2 daily fair value gaps. We have at 216.50 and 240.251. And then we also have a few 4-hour fair value gaps. Let's mark those off as well. 201.93, 217.24. And there's a couple little ones up here around 245 in the same area as this daily fair value gap. Anyway, so I'm also seeing right here this descending broadening wedge. Normally, those are going to target the high of the wedge. So that would be up here. So we're looking at a target of around 237.58. Next, let's take a look at what Market Cipher is doing on some of the different time frames. Now I see over here 4-hour, I don't know why that says bearish divergence, because it's not. This is lower than this up here. But the money flow on the 4-hour just crossed upwards, so that's definitely interesting. Now let's take a look at the daily. A little trigger wave that printed yesterday, it confirmed. So hopefully that'll take us up, maybe break us out of this wedge. We might see a little bit more sideways movement, possibly a move a little bit lower down onto this 168, 169 level, and hopefully it would bottom out and then continue up. Maybe something like that. Milo's up here on the desk again. All right, so this is the 12-hour, and we did get a nice little trigger wave and a little bullish divergence back here. Hopefully that'll carry, but it looks like the VWAP is turning back down a little bit, which is why we're getting some resistance right at this top trend line of the wedge. Now the 8-hour, I really didn't like how this VWAP, it was building up the whole time. This was slowly moving up, and then all of a sudden, I don't know if you can see that very well, but right there on the VWAP, it just dropped right off like that. That makes me a little nervous. I don't like that. So that's why I was thinking we may get something like this first, down and then up. Take out this low down here at 172. That was the same place as our liquidity. I think it was the daily liquidity was right around there. So I think that might be a good place for us to look out for. Anywhere like between this low and this golden pocket. So like 172 to 168. So if you wanted to know the exact levels that I'm trading every day on a daily basis, you can join my private Discord. I'll leave the link to the Patreon below. And we trade basically like this. We hit this trade right here, this little long scalp. We're scalping all day. We hit this little short scalp right here. And here's a couple other levels that I'll give you guys for now. But I update these all day. I trade all day. So if you want to join and if you want to see all these levels ahead of time so you can trade them too, check out the link to the Patreon below. Like as you can see here, I mark the levels off like this and this, and I update all day. I'm posting all day. So check it out if you're interested. I also give private lessons if you're interested, so message me about that if you wanted to book one. My hedge fund clients get access to the Discord for free for the lifetime of their account. That'll do it for today. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.